Oh, hi, everybody. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. It's so nice to see each and every one of you. Anytime we are able to have the show, I'm glad to see you. So, welcome, welcome, welcome to another wonderful Monday. Happy 4th of July. Hope that you're having an enjoyable and a safe 4th of July. I don't know, 4th of July it can be dangerous. That's the only thing I can say about it sometimes with the fireworks and people shooting guns and just be safe. Let me say that to each and every one of you. Be safe. We really have a very wonderful guest for you today. I'm so excited about you have a chance to meet her. But before we do, I do want to thank our sponsors for today's show. Today we have the Idea Club, and the Idea Club president is Dumas Martin Jr. If you're looking to form an LLC, which is a limited liability corporation, if you are looking to have a S corp, a C corp, if you're looking to get a nonprofit, you want to talk to the Idea Club, and you go to theideaclub.com and talk to Dumas. That's the man. Next, a sponsor for the show is Welch Travel Tours. And Welch Travel Tours, you can go there, and that's my husband's business. Those of you know who my husband Oliver Welch is, and that is his business, our travel company. But he's the CEO of Welch Travel Tours. So you can go there and book your cruises, your airfare, anything travel. You can go there and book, and you're booking it at wholesale instead of retail. Welch Travel Tours. Also, and I forgot to run across the bottom. There we go. There you go. And also, we want to thank another sponsor for today's show is First Book Academy. If you're writing your first book, you can go to First Book Academy. And if you're, let's say you've already written your manuscript for your book and you want to publish, you can go to the publishing company, Front Page Publishing LLC. You go to frontpagepublishing.com and you go right there and you can publish your book. I know, isn't it so simple? You would think it's going to be something hard. It is not. You really want to work with someone who's done it before. That's the key to me. You want experience when it comes to publishing a book. So you can go there and publish a book. We also have the Henderson Real Estate Team as a sponsor. You go to the hendersonrealestateteam.info, and they are also a sponsor for the show. And Sutton Insurance is also a sponsor for the show. So we have been blessed to have tremendous sponsors for the show. But let me also add, ladies and gentlemen, people have asked me, and I never talk about this, but what if you would like to be a guest for the show? Let me tell you how easy it is. You go to First Book Academy, and it'll say book, and I think it's book online. You click the icon book online, and it tells you where the emails, if you're sending out an email, if you like to email about something going on with your company, a community event, you go there and it tells you the prices for emails only and for being on the show. And if you're on the show, you automatically get the emails because your flyer goes out to literally thousands of people. And many of you see those flyers that go out weekly. So that's how you do it. You go to Front Page Publishing, go there, and then you click the icon that says book online. And that's how you get on the show. Now, to go through all that interesting information, I want to now take you and introduce you to our guest for today. Because let me just tell you some things about this young lady, which I really, um, we met. Let me just say this: we met in Atlanta early this year. I was working on a set, and I was just so impressed with her. And what I did was I just, asked her for contact information and kind of kept in touch. But that wasn't it. I was part of it too, was that I did get a chance to meet her. We did get to talk some, but not a lot on set, just a little bit. But I did get a very good, you could say, vibe from her. And I just was asking her, I just really mentioned it to her about being on the show, and she said yes. But her schedule is so busy, we had to figure out what would be a good date and time for her. But let me just introduce you to her. Now, her name is Angelica, or Ruby. I know her as Ruby Collins. She's an American cinematographer and a vessel. Originally from North Charleston, South Carolina, Angelica moved to Atlanta, Georgia, in pursuit of a better life for herself and her future children. I like that future children part. Raised in a trauma-filled but loving home, Angelica has faced adversity and rose to the occasion. Angelica is a loving, caring woman who hopes to help everyone find healing and find Jesus. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like for you to welcome to the show our guest, Angelica Ruby Collins.
Hey
Hello.
y'all.
How are you?
I'm blessed, man. The Lord is good, It's been a good day.
Oh,
So yeah.
you
How are
having
you
a
doing?
nice fourth?
I really haven't done anything yet besides get some smoothies, but later on today we're gonna get into some festivities for sure.
Okay, good, good, good. We have some comments on this already.
Mm.
Charles, this is Charles Radney. He says, "Hello, Mary and guests." Hi, Charles. Thank you for coming in. And he says on here, joining again from his cell phone. So he's letting us know he's on his cell phone. That's okay, Charles. You can be on your cell
Okay, you don't want to Sally? Okay.
phone. I tell you, well, tell us. Why don't you tell us a little bit about you? Because I know you're in a field, some I guess very competitive, isn't it?
Hey, it's all God, so I really don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't look at the competition really like
Okay.
honestly, like my success is all based off Jesus for real. Like I would not be here if it wasn't for him. Like I study my cameras and I do the work, of course, when I get the positions, but all these connections that I'm making is just all him for real. I give honor to God every time I can get it because he's the reason why I'm here. And so, but it is a very competitive field. I've heard that, and I've people have told me that a lot. Like I'm lucky to be here, but I'm not lucky. Like Jonathan McDermott says, I'm not lucky. I'm loved. And
Mm.
so, yeah, it's a competitive field to get in, but it's doable. I'm 26 years old, and you
You
know,
said you're 20 what years old?
I'm 26.
Okay, because I think you were. Did you have a birthday since I met you?
My birthday's in October, so possibly, yeah,
Yeah.
possibly,
And I
yeah,
because I just remember that being as young as you are. I mean that and to be in that field because I was in the background watching you work, and I was just amazed and just just really I was so and I even think I even told you how proud I was of you to be in that field. Uh,
possibly, yeah.
yeah, because it's not one you see a lot of black women doing what you do.
Yeah, I don't, and that's the surprise for me because I never thought about that. I never thought about other Black women not being in the positions that I've been in until recently.
Mhm.
And so it's just like I'm blessed for real. Like
Yeah.
I'm happy to be where I'm at, and I'm still learning and I'm still growing. I don't know everything, but when I don't know, I ask questions, and so yeah, but it's very rare. I can say from my own experience,
Hmm.
I don't really see too many Black women in my field at all
Hmm.
in camera department. Um,
Right.
and so at every chance I get, I try to bring other Black women in the camera department because each one teach one, help each other out. And
Right.
so, but yeah, I don't really see a lot of Black women. An actor told me, her name is Chanel Mack. She's fire. So everybody look her up. She's amazing. She told me like in her years of being as an actor, you know, I was the first Black woman that she had seen in the camera department. And I'm like, wow, really? Like, and people have told me that, and I'm just like, I really don't know how to take it. I
Yeah.
don't. I just take it, and I'm just like, okay, thank you.
I
Like,
know.
what to say? What to say?
Excuse me. I think it's because for you it's a passion.
Yeah,
It's not, you know what I mean? It's not not that it's not work. I don't ever want to say it isn't because it is.
yeah,
It's an art. The
it's an art.
field you're in is an art. That's really what it is. And I met you. I was crafty on that set, which
Mhm.
was the first time for me ever doing. So, but I learned a lot.
Mhm.
Just from being there, I learned a lot, and it was such a good experience. It was such the I felt the unity of the crew
Yeah.
and the talent and the crew. I felt because as a craft, you come in contact with everybody.
Mhm. Yeah,
That's
you do, and it also teaches. Like, I hope that you are treated well on any set.
yeah,
It also teaches you that moment of you just being on crafty. Like that should honestly be an eye opener for people to just treat everybody right. That's
yeah,
it, because you don't know who people are. You don't know what they have to offer. You don't know anything. They can just be coming on as a crafty because they just want the money. Okay, let me get this. Oh, whatever they pay for that, and let me just get on my way, or let me just get this experience just to be in the set.
Right.
The song says, "I'm so glad to be in the service" one more time. So it's like you get that opportunity to be on set, and it's just like you just glad to be there, and you never know what can happen. So that's another thing. Just treat everybody right because you never know what is what.
I totally agree with that, because there's no, if as long as you do that to me, and I've always done that. I've always felt like I'm gonna respect you. I don't care what your title is. I don't care who you are. I'm gonna not ever disrespect you. Period. And I didn't really know. I came on not only knowing one person on the entire set. Can you believe that? One person. That's all I knew. I didn't know anything else. I just came on for that, and I thought, okay, I just said hello. I spoke to people. I tried to learn people's names, that kind of thing. But that was pretty much it. And and really I would ask questions in between when I got a chance to. I would ask people, or whenever I got a chance to actually watch when filming was happening. Um, just what do you do? How do you do it? That kind of thing. Well, tell me, how did you get into cinematography?
Well, this started when I was like 5. I got my first camera from my dad, or maybe from the Goodwill. I don't know. When I was like 5 years old. And I just remember that moment of being in the middle of like we have a house on a dead end road. My parents still own it, but I remember like just taking that first moment of me putting my eye to the viewfinder and feeling that feeling of like feeling complete in a way and feeling fulfilled. And when I
Mm,
felt that feeling, I'm like, ooh, this is what I want. And so ever since then, I've always had a camera. Like I've always chased it. I've always wanted to learn more about it. And it's just been something that's just been it's always been there. Like, you know, and I've always understood it. It just translates something different for me. And so yeah, I knew when I was 5 years old that I wanted to be first a photographer. Um, and I just wanted to take pictures. That was it. I just wanted to just have fun and just take pictures. And
mhm.
it wasn't really about the money, but once the money came into the play, then it was like, okay, I can make money off this too.
Now, did you go to school for this?
No, I went to school. My major was psychology, and I took some courses, a film introductory course, because I graduated from Clemson, and well, I took my 4 year at Clemson, and so when I went to Clemson, I took a course on film, but the logic of framing and cinematography and all those things at the time, it kind of went over my head because I really didn't understand everything. And I just knew how to do it, but I didn't know the words for it. And so I'm like,
Oh,
okay, I know that, but I don't know what that means. I don't know the vocabulary word for it. I don't know,
right,
that I know now, and
right,
so I took a course at Clemson, but a lot of my understanding of film and framing and lighting and all of that has been from mentors and on the job experience, but mainly heavy heavy mentorship. Like people have brought me on to their productions. Like my one of my OGs, his company's the directors, and he would bring me on when I was at Clemson. I would go from studying to on the weekends going to train with him because he would bring me on set. He would bring me on his productions. We would go to the warehouse and he would train me about lighting, about camera, about this, about that. And, I had another mentor before that. And so it's been a mixture of classes. Now I'm taking more classes, yes, but it's been a mixture of classes and mentorship and just being willing to be taught, like not like knowing that I don't know everything. And even now I'm still learning things from directors of photography that I'm like, hey, why would you do this? Why would you do that? And understanding who to ask questions to sometimes. Everybody can't ask questions to. And so
right.
ask questions too. And so a lot of my learning has been through mentorship, taking
Mhm.
courses and studying my craft for real because I actually want to know about it. And so just studying, even when I didn't have the job, studying, even when I didn't know what was next, studying, getting myself ready. And so
Right.
yeah, it's been a lot of that studying and mentorship and taking courses that I need to know so they can train me on what I need to know. So yeah.
Well, I know too, sometimes it's long hours. People have, when you see a movie, let me ask you this. When you see a movie and you see, because you're looking from, your eye is different than my eye would be to look at the movie. Do, when you look at some and you go, you know what, that wasn't a good angle, or that wasn't a good shot, or they should have done this, or they should have, or the lighting. Do you critique as you watch or no?
Um, you know, it's a yes and a no because it's like sometimes stuff just don't look right. That's the only way I can say it. Sometimes stuff just doesn't look right. But who am I to judge? Because my stuff don't always look right either. And so sometimes I do critique like, oh, they could have do a little more lighting here. But it's more just me in my home, and I'm just like looking at these little things, but I'll never go to like the internet and say, hey, you like director of photography, you did this wrong. Like, what's that gonna do? Like,
No.
but when I'm on set, if I'm
Excuse
on
me.
set, no, you're fine. If I'm
We
on
were
set and I'm
watching.
full of,
Yeah.
you good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm saying we were watching
You're
TV,
not dying.
and I was telling my husband that I was looking at something. And I said, because I was on a set and I worked with. I didn't work with him. I don't want to sound like that. He was sitting next to me. We were on set in another part of the set, and he was doing coloring, and I didn't even know that was a thing. I told him, I said, "That's a." I actually said, I said that is a job, or what? I'm like, and he goes, "Yes." He looked at me like, "Yes." Like, what do you think? And I said, I never thought of it. It was never a thought in my mind that these kind of things are happening, basically. And I'm
Yeah.
watching him do that and do his job really, and learning at the same time. And he said everything he's learned on from experience. He has never taken a class to learn it. It was from
Wow.
being on set, and like what you just said, mentors have worked with him, have
Yeah.
shown him the way. That's how he learned. He said, but nothing, never was he ever took a. He said himself. He said if he probably maybe he should, but he's doing fine at this point. I mean, he's doing a good job. So I guess he figures, at this point. But he was saying now he's very experienced at it, and he teaches other people how to go into that field. I've just been impressed by the entire industry. To me, I'm not even at the tip of the iceberg. I'm kind of like still in my opinion in the background learning, but it's so nice to see young people like yourself. And this is a young, I think he told me he was 31. There was a lot of young people on the set. That's what I noticed.
You consider that young?
That's young to me. That's not young to you, but that's young to me. Let me say that.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, because life does go on. That's true. Yeah.
Yes, for you, it's not for you guys. No, but for me, yes. So I mean, we have children, grandchildren, your ages, not children, grandchildren. Think about that.
Well, you still look good, Miss Mary.
Thank you. I don't always talk about that part, but yes, we do. We really do. They're going into the industry too, which is so interesting. We have a granddaughter. She was interested in directing, but I think she realized directing is there's a lot of responsibility in that directing department. It really, and keeping things going. She hasn't shied away from it, but she's only 20, so like you know what? I think she's now looking into editing.
Okay. So, but if she got a passion for directing, I mean, directors are asked to do a lot. She's got to pray more. Prayer. That's how I get through a lot of stuff. Prayer. Yeah. I'll pray right in the middle of set because you're asked a lot of questions like this is like a lot of stuff coming at you. Right. There's a lot of stuff coming at you, but you got to find that center. Like you got to be centered in like in your heart for real. You gotta learn how to I don't know what people choose to believe in, but I choose Jesus. And so when I pray, I'm praying to Jesus, and I ask him to center my heart and to center me in those moments where I feel overwhelmed, because a lot of times it's that overwhelming feeling on set when people are looking to you for that guidance and that answer of the yes or the no. And it's just like, if the Lord put you in that position, just go with your gut. That's it. That's it. Don't let it overwhelm you. Don't let it overwhelm you. Don't let them see you sweat, and just pray in your head. Take a moment. Can I have 2 seconds? Thank you. I'm gonna go in this corner and I'm gonna pray real quick, and I'm gonna figure out the answer, and I'll be right back.
I love it. I love it.
I put on lo-fi before too, like lo-fi music, calming music in the middle of a production, because I don't know the answer and it's chaotic. So I just need something to calm it down. Like, let's put on some lo-fi. Let's put on that on. So some sounds of some rain, some sand sound, something to get us down. Let's bring it down. Let's flow. Because like you said, this is all creativity. So it's like,
it is.
What do we? Why? we got so many things going on in the real world that we can pay attention to that can make us angry. We're doing something fun that we love to do. Let's
Yeah,
just bring the energy all the way. Let's bring our spirits down. And
I
let's just,
love it.
yeah,
I
let's
love
just
it.
for real.
I tell you, because like I said, people don't when you look at the movie, you have no idea how many hours went into making that.
Yeah.
Just to shoot one scene, and how that scene may have to be done, 10 different ways just to get the one that they want to use on screen. And I'm amazed. I'm amazed.
Yeah, man. See, I want to. Yeah. I'm amazed too. Got it. Like it's a lot. It's like from like the guy that was doing the live grading, like the DIT to first ACs, the second ACs, the director of photography to directors. It's a lot of hands that play. And this like sometimes I can understand why like other independent filmmakers feel like it's too much because it is too much for one person to do. It's stressful. You have six like a Paramount, company or whatever, they could have 30, 40 people on this one show for this one episode. But you are here trying to shoot your show with you by yourself and you're wondering why you're overwhelmed because you need help. That's why.
It's a team effort.
It's a team effort, man.
Yeah, I tell anybody you can. I mean, I don't even think you can do it without a team. I just can't imagine. I just cannot imagine. We have some more comments here, and they are, hi, Gwendolyn. And she says, hi, Mary. Hi, Ruby.
Hi, Gwendolyn. Hi, Miss Gwendolyn. How you doing?
And we have Janice Little. Janice says, hi, sweetie. How are you guys doing? Keep up the great work. Oh, thank you, Janice. Thank you. Because I look at it as, like I said, it's a creative process. It is not you jump in there and you just make a movie.
Yeah.
I don't think so. At least it was, from what I could tell, it was a team effort, and you have so many pieces to the puzzle to make it work. Is what I call it. So I know, even being on there with Crafty, I was just very interested. You should have seen me ask. I said, I bet they're probably sick of me because
not at all. Not at all.
I was definitely nosy. What do you do? I was doing like that.
We loved you for real. I know I did. Shoot, nothing that you said ever made me feel any type of way or made me feel weird or strange or anything like that. Especially when you got the book and you were getting contact information. That was regular to me. I'm like, good, do it, please do it. Gotta keep them contacts, child. So
yes.
And that's so. Just to put that out there, nothing that you ever said or did to me or anything like that made me ever feel uncomfortable. It was all. It was all normal to me. Like it felt regular. It felt natural. So keep doing what you're doing.
Oh, thank you. That makes me feel so good. I can tell you because I've been because we just found out today about connecting. Make sure you get your emails lit in. Stay on the email list. I'm the email. They call me the email queen. I email like I'm not kidding. At least 4 times a week, something like that. But I already know too. You don't know who's going to be like the one I did today or the one I did yesterday was for Crispus Attucks was the first one to die in the American Revolution. He was a Black man. And many people know that, but I've learned you don't know who I've said that to. They didn't know that. They wasn't aware of that, those kind of things. So I'm just
Crispus Attucks?
Crispus Attucks,
Okay.
You learn something new, see?
Something new every day. That's why
that is for sure. Well, let me ask you this. Now I know you've worked. You know you can't. Some of your projects you cannot name. Are there any out that you can name that you have been on?
Let me think. Oh, okay. The one I did with Kenya Moore. It was a Cribs MTV Cribs for the United Kingdom. That is out on YouTube right now. And
what is it called now?
Cribs International with Kenya Moore.
Got it.
She's one of the stars of Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Right.
Yeah, that's one that I did that's out and publicized now.
Okay.
And that one was really cool. Just I've watched Cribs growing up, and so like just to be a part of a production like that was pretty dope. I'm trying to think about a film or something like that I've done that I could talk about.
I think only reason I think we could talk about Strange Love, it was all over Instagram. That's the only reason. They've already started because I even put I could put the pictures up. It's certain. It's but like the one I did on the BET Shorts, we weren't able to put that up because it's going to broadcast.
Okay.
But they didn't mind if we advertise Strange Love. That's coming
Okay.
out. I think that's coming out October.
Ooh, okay. Well, Strange Love was one that I was brought on for. And on this production particularly, I was a first AC, which is like a person that pulls focus. And so um Strange Love was a really interesting, but also it made me feel accomplished like production because I'm trying to find the right words to use here because I just speak from my brain sometimes, and I'm not trying to put nobody out there like that. So,
But
so
then what is okay? What is AC first?
first assistant camera, which is like
Okay.
the director of photography.
You see, I always tell you, I ask.
Yeah,
I sure will.
yeah.
Because I know when you look at the end and you see the credits and you see first, second. I've seen usually I see first, second, and then I see assistant, this, and then on all these. Sometimes those credits are just depending on the movie, are real long, and then sometimes they're not as long. I noticed that too, depending on what the production is.
Yeah. It's not that long sometimes, but like for this one was I really love this story. Honestly, I love the story. I love the fact that it is more like a magical, but at the same time like not story. Like another one I could talk about, probably better for me to talk about, is Scheme Queens. Scheme Queens is one that I did, and that one was actually showing at ABFF Festival, and that was an amazing film because it was 4 Black women coming out, and they were trying to hold on. Man, the productions sometimes run together. Give me a second.
Because that's the one when you went up. We were there with TriStar. The president of TriStar was there, and who else was there? The director for the movie that's coming out. We didn't know this, and I'm telling the audience this. We just came back from Miami a couple of weeks ago. We were at this called American Black Film Festival, ABFF. It's annually every year. That was my first time going. I didn't know that Ruby was sitting in front of me, but she went up because they asked the audience, "Do you have any questions?" And she goes up and she goes, "Yes." And you went up and you said, "Did you say I'm a cinematographer?"
Well, I was just like, I'm a Steadicam operator, but I just want to take advantage of my opportunity. And so,
you gave them you gave the president of TriStar, who was which I did not know is a Black woman, and the director of a movie coming out featuring, the lady's name would just run out of my mind. Oh, Viola Davis.
Oh yes, I'm so excited about that movie. That is beautiful. Oh my God.
And she went up and gave the only person in the audience. I was so impressed. Now here it is. I'm in the audience watching this, and my husband tells me, he goes, "That the young lady was just sitting in front of us." And I said, "Oliver, remember, I'm looking behind you. I don't see your face. I watch you go up and give them your contact information." I told him right there and I said, "Oliver, I think that's Ruby, the young lady I met in Atlanta." And he goes, "She was sitting right in front of you." I said, "But we didn't make that connection. I didn't know that you were sitting in front of us." But once she went on stage, I looked at that. I said, "That looks like her." I would remember. I even texted
my hair was different. Yeah, my hair was different. Yeah.
I said, "Are you at ABFF?" And you said, "Where am I?" I said, "Where is it?" or something. You said something. I said, "Are you at ABFF?" I was like,
"Is that you on that stage, Ruby?" Yeah.
He went up on stage. The security had to come to help you down, I think, help you back over there, because she went up and she said, "I am a camera." Did you say camera operator?
A Steadicam operator.
A Steadicam operator, and I have contact information. Can I give you my contact information?
Yeah.
And I knew right then and there. I said, that took courage. That's you took your shot. You shot your shot.
Yeah, man. And I had a lot of, I was so anxious, but I heard the Lord just say, "Do it." So I was like, "All right, we're doing this. We're going to do it. And that's what it's going to be." And, yeah, like you have to take advantage of your opportunity. You have to shoot your shot. Like you have to put yourself out there. That's all this game is about. Because if you don't open your mouth and tell people like, "I do this, I do that," then they're never going to know. They're always going to put you in a box. And sometimes people don't even see you for that. Like, I can say I'm a Steadicam operator all day. This is for people just trying to get somewhere in their lives. Like, I can say I'm a Steadicam operator all day. Sometimes people just don't see it. And that's not my fault. That's not my problem. That's not my worry. But all I can do is tell them I am a Steadicam operator. I have the gear that I need. I am buying the gear that I need more. But I also have, so it's like all I can do is tell people who I am and what I do. And it's their job to do whatever they want with it. And so like put yourself out there, man. Like go after those opportunities because you never know. They might say no, haha, whatever. What? Okay, who cares? Who cares? You embarrass yourself in front of 10,000 people. Who cares? I tried to put myself out there. I did everything I was supposed to do. I tried every obstacle. Every avenue, every corner. I'm gonna shoot my shot because it's like, if you allow the devil to seep into your mind and be like, no, they're gonna laugh at you. They're gonna say no. They're gonna do this. You will never make it anywhere because they're gonna laugh anyway. They're gonna laugh. They're gonna judge you. They're gonna find a reason anyway. They're gonna people. You know what I said before I went up on that stage? I said, you know what? They're gonna judge me anyway. Let's just give them a reason.
But I was so proud of you. I was so proud. I didn't remember. I didn't even know it was you. I just was so proud. I told my, because like when you were, because like I never saw your face. I never saw your face the whole time this happened. But I remember I was in the audience and I said, I am proud that you have the president of TriStar, president of the company. Think about this. Excuse me, the person that can make decisions, the decision maker sitting on stage. You said, here is my contact information. In other words, you can never say you don't have a black, that there's somebody black that does this. You can't say that anymore.
Right. You can't say that no more because I just told you I'm a black woman that's a Steadicam operator and I'm ready.
And you told it also to the director. You gave it to both. I was just like, yes, that's what I'm talking about. So believe me, I can guarantee you there are other people that wish they had done what you did. They wish, and then maybe, and I don't know if you've heard from them or not, doesn't even matter. You said, you put it out there. I'm letting you know I'm qualified. I have experience, and here's my contact information. Because you can bet something is going to come up. That's just life.
That's just life. Something's going to come up.
Even if you assist somebody, even if you, whatever it is, I promise you something is going to come up. And here we have a comment. This is from my husband. He says, hi, Ruby. Welcome to the show. Hey, nice seeing you again.
Yeah, you putting me out. Every time I change my hair, they'd be like, is that you? And I smile. Oh, yeah, that's you.
No, because I'm telling you, he's the one told me. He said, she's sitting right. I said, Oliver, I told him I wish I had known that when you were sitting there. But he said, didn't you see her get up? And I'm like, I was talking to the guy sitting in the same row as you, but to my right. I mean, me and he was an actor. And me and him started talking and just, connecting and changing numbers, all that, you got networking. The whole ABFF, I think we met. I kept the information for 15 people that I still just keep communicating with. Hi, how you doing? That kind of thing. Because you don't know when they're going to call and say, well, Mary, we need somebody on set to do this. And I'm like, I mean, information, you never know. I've learned.
Yeah, that's true. You got to plant those seeds, man. Like, and honestly, like, I've been on the entrepreneurship journey since I could remember. My dad's an entrepreneur as well. So I've been around it for a long time. And so I've learned, like, some stuff don't come exactly the next day. And I haven't heard from TriStar yet, but I know I will eventually.
You will.
Yeah.
When you do, text me, say, I heard from TriStar.
Okay, I got you. I'm gonna, when I hear from them, I'm gonna tell you for sure. Like, for real.
You're gonna call you. I just know. How do you go to ABFF and all this energy, all this creativity, and then a young lady comes up and gives you the contact information? So it's not, they didn't have to go looking for it. They're gonna reach out to you.
I received it. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. I'm excited. I'm so excited. Like for real, because it's just like, man, God has done everything so far, way past anything that I asked for. Honestly, my biggest goal coming out to Atlanta was to work with Tiana Taylor. And when I did that, I was like, okay, Well,
Wow.
next. Yeah, that was like 3 years ago. And so that happened early. And so, yeah, like my checklist has been checked. Everything from this point is just like, okay, guys,
Gravy.
what you
It's
gonna do
all
next? Yeah.
gravy. That's what they say. It's all gravy now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is saying a lot.
Yeah.
That already,
Yeah.
when you made that move to Atlanta, but Atlanta they call it Black Hollywood though.
Hmm.
That's what I've heard. There's so many production companies out there, so much work in that area.
Yeah.
So stay the course, as they say, stay the course. I thought you should be modeling or acting or anything like. You didn't want to. You don't want to be in front of the camera though, right? Or do
I
you?
mean, I'm open to it. Honestly, I tell people all the time, like, cast me then. Like, if y'all want me to act out, I'm a little dramatic, like I do it for fun. That's the thing about my life. Like, if someone gives an opportunity, I'm gonna at least try. I'm not gonna limit myself and say I don't do that. No, like, because I've taken pictures before, but I've never called myself a model. But I'm open to it. I just the opportunity hasn't come yet, and so it's just like when the opportunity comes, I'm cool. Okay, cool. Let's do it. Let's have fun. Like, I don't limit myself. So yeah,
Good for you.
yeah.
Because you never know when it's going to happen. When things like people would be on set. They're supposed to do this, and the next thing you know, you're doing that. It's you have to be open on set anyway. You really do.
Yeah, you do. You do.
You cannot limit yourself to anything. That's for sure. But I know too, I met the still photographers. It was just interesting to me. I was like, there are photographers that take stills in a movie. They're like, yeah, because in between scenes, if you have to go to lunch or something and you're taking the outfits off, they got to remember exactly what you had on for another scene. I said, I never thought of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, things that I just never thought about, period, really, that you have to have and you need to have there, that kind of thing.
Yeah, that, like, the continuity.
What would you say to encourage someone else that's interested in the field?
Well, if they haven't found the Lord yet, I would just say, just tell everybody that you want to. If you want to be the photographer, tell everybody. And honestly, your mama might not believe in you at first. That's the sad part. Your mama might not believe, your daddy might not believe, your granny might not believe. Nobody in your family might not believe in you. But you gotta just, if you got a passion, you're like, I love, 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 love this, do it.
Yeah.
Do it for free. Because I did a lot of stuff for free. Like, for real, I've been trying to pay my bills as an entrepreneur since I was 18, and I'm 26 now, moving to Atlanta at the age of 22-ish, 23. So, like, I did a lot of stuff for free, a lot of stuff just for gas money, a lot of stuff for being honest. Like, hey man, I don't got no gas in my car, can you please just give me gas to get there? Like that. And so I would encourage them to tell. And if they want to be in my field, particularly, like, if they want to be a photographer, go to all the clubs in your area and say, hey, I take pictures. They always love a good photographer in the club. Like, you don't have to go there and drink and do whatever they do, but you can go take the pictures, give the owner your free pictures. And then, like I did one time, I was doing a YF and Lucci concert. I was a photographer for that. And I went to the crowd and I took pictures of everybody in the crowd. And I was like, hey, if you give me your number and your email, and you pay for the picture, I'll email you a copy of it. And then another time I went to another club and I was taking candid pictures there. And that time I brought my own printer. So I was printing off the pictures while I was in the club. Hey, I got these hard prints and I got these digital prints. So if you, whatever you want to do, like, tell everybody that you want to do it. Yes, it might not pay your bills up front right then and there.
Yeah.
If you make $50 from it, take that same $50 and put it in your rent. That $50 put in your phone bill, because it doesn't all come at once sometimes. And that's why people get frustrated and they quit, because they expect it all to come in a year or 2 years or a month. Like, everybody looking at you like you crazy, like, oh, it's never going to happen for you. You've been trying this for so long. It's going to happen. Keep trying it for so long, because you know why? When you quit, you're going to be in regret. You're going to be bitter, and you're going to look at everybody else, that dreams that came true, and say, dang, I wish that was me. Keep trying. You're not going to, like, for real. And, count the little money. The little money adds up.
Yeah.
Like, the little money adds up. That $50 that you get from client number 1 on Monday, and then the $50 you get from client number 3 on Friday, that's $100. Now you got $100 to do what you please, but then you got to be responsible with your funds too, because as an entrepreneur, you never know where your paycheck gonna come next. Right. You might get a $400 job in the month of January, and then you might not see another job until February, March. You never know. And so, to that $400, buy equipment, buy the lens, pay $30 on your cell phone bill, pay $30 towards your car note, pay $30 towards your insurance. It's okay if it can't pay all your bills at once,
Right.
but it's a little money because you're gonna keep putting that little money into your bills. Then by the end of the month, you're gonna be like, dang, I paid all my bills. I don't even have no money. I don't even have that much money. Like my dad would say, my dad told me like a year ago, he said, Angelica, if I wrote all my bills down and counted it all up, I wouldn't have none of the money. But when me and your mama got married, we had $1 and we prayed over that dollar. And you know what? The Lord took that dollar and he multiplied that dollar. So pray over your
Wow.
money, give your tithes, bless your money. That's why your money not multiplying, because you're not giving it to the one who gave it to you.
I
So it's
love it.
yeah, man, like, and that's just what it is. It put your money where can benefit you. You don't have to be rich. I'm not rich. I'm rich in the Lord. That's it. And so it's like I'm rich in faith. I'm rich in that's it. That's it. That's
Right.
it. I'm rich in faith and I'm rich in the Lord. And I try to love people. It's nothing special. There's nothing extra. I just do what I have to do. And so my encouragement is just keep going and let that little money add up, because yes, because it's $50 doesn't mean that it won't turn into 500 in a month. Because honestly, you never know where your faith and your ambition can take you. Because one person can see you and be like, "Let's go on tour. Let's do it. I'm gonna pay $300 a day. Let's do it." Or your
Love
mentor
it.
see you and be like, "I want you to come under my wing and I'm gonna train you and I'm gonna teach you how to be better." But you also have to be humble enough to be like, "Okay, I want to train under you. I know I'm not right. I'm willing to learn." I don't
Yeah.
know everything. And so that's probably one of the things for the youth, like my age. Everybody feel like they know everything. And I feel like I know nothing. So I always ask questions. And so you don't know anything. You just be like that. These people are older than you for a reason. Like wisdom comes sometimes in the older age, sometimes it comes in the younger age, but
Right.
be willing to at least take it in, at least hear them, younger people, at least hear the older people, so that maybe they're telling something that could benefit you, even though it hurts, because the truth does hurt, but it helps at the same time. And so
Right.
that would be my encouragement. Use your money wisely, put it on your bills, even if it's just $30. At least that's $30 you don't got to pay next month. And just be
Yeah.
grateful. Yeah.
Yeah, true. I'm listening to you, and Gwendolyn says, that's right, creativity. Make something happen.
Mm-hmm.
Tell it, Gwen, make something happen.
Make
I
something
think
happen.
it sounds like you feel like I do about being creative, Ruby, that it is, to me, I'm so glad. She said she loves your message also, Miss Ruby.
Thank you.
You know what it is too? Her spirit, isn't it? It's just because, like I said, even from the first time we met, it was very much you are there for, you want everybody to win.
Yeah.
That's what I felt too when I first met you. You just want everybody to win. Everybody's there to do a job, but we all there to work together too. And the respect you have, the love you have for people, it shines through. And when you're on a set working with people, you got to work with people regardless. You got to get along because you working in such a small area is what it is. But we were there for what, 2 weeks? I think it was, maybe.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, about 2 weeks. Yeah, in that same house. Yeah. Yeah.
Working closely together. So, but I just think the camaraderie of a team coming together for that one, that one thing to shoot that one movie. But then I'm working on now my feature, which I'm really excited
Ooh,
about.
okay.
I've just finished the script on one. I'm writing the script on the second one. It's so, to me, it's a labor of love. That's how I look at it. Being creative. Not that I wasn't creative when I was working, but now it's a different energy. When I get up in the morning, I don't get up in the morning. I jump up in the morning. Whereas it's because I get to do whatever it is I want to do in that creative realm. I never had that before. I've always that's what I appreciate about you and other young people like yourself, is because I've never had that. I would always have to go to a job to make ends meet and to pay bills. Nothing against that either. I don't want to sound like that. But for you to already know this is what you want to do at your age, I think it's just, to me, it's so impressive.
Thank you.
To know that you're a young woman. This is the field you're going in. You're making excellent contacts with people. Like I said, here it is. This lady's the president a production company, international production company. I mean, I've heard of TriStar for years. I
Yeah, for real.
did you
Crazy,
know
huh?
she
You
was
see
the
it in the
did you
yeah.
know she was the president?
No, I
Me
think I was
either.
a little bit late. I did
I
not
was
know. Yeah.
I was like, this is the president of I because the TriStar is the one with that horse. That's their
Mm,
they
okay.
that's when they come on. So I've seen it, but I just never knew who was behind it. That kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Oh, that's
But to be
crazy too. That it was a black woman. Like, wow.
that's what
Yeah.
I said. I was like, and then the other lady, oh, I can't think of her name now. The director, just directing. What is it called? Woman King, the new movie coming out with.
Yeah, the Woman King. Oh my God, I cannot wait to see that. Oh, the Woman
And
King. That's
that's
gonna be so good.
with
Uh,
Viola Davis. That'll be out.
mhm.
I think later on this year. It's coming out.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay. I'm so excited. That the Woman King, y'all. The Woman King looks amazing.
it
Like
does.
you can feel the passion through the work, and like they said in the panel, they were saying how they hired local people in Africa in order to do the production, and so you feel the passion because the people had the passion. So
Yeah.
that spirit flows into the movie, and you can feel
Yes.
it through the screen, and it's like, wow, this is gonna
Yeah.
be an amazing film.
It
Amazing.
is. You
Yeah.
could tell. I mean, just when we saw the previews, I was sitting there going, "Oh, they know they have a hit. They know.
Yeah,
They
they do. They do. They do. They do. They really do.
we sat
Yeah,
there
Trump was
going,
on the horse. Yeah, they really do know that they have a hit on their hands. That's gonna be big.
it
That's
is.
gonna be, yeah.
When they said that about because this is a based on a true story. That's another thing that makes it real. This is not. This is based on actual tribe
Mm,
that of women. I've heard of it, but I never really knew. You know, I don't know the history. So I think we're gonna get a lot of history with this. That you
yeah.
know. Mhm.
We need to, man, black people need to study the history more. We're so lost right now in the world. We don't even know who we are.
I know.
We don't even know who
But
we are. I ain't even been to Africa yet, but that's a different topic for a different show, I guess.
it is. It is. But that's okay. That's
Yeah,
okay.
it's okay. It's all right. We're getting it.
We're learning who we are. I think and I do think the movies help. That's one thing I try to really stress, and the one that I'm writing is I went back and did some research to make sure because we, and I'm sure you already know this. When we make movies, we have to be as accurate as possible because people take the things we say in movies literally.
Yeah.
They do. And if we're wrong, because and I've actually heard people repeat things and said, I heard that on Law and Order. I've heard them say that. I've heard that on Law and Order. Law and Order is a TV show. I've heard them say it. What they were saying is if it's on Law and Order, it must be right. That's what they were saying. But that
Mm,
is a TV show. But they do hire experts, which is true, that work behind the scenes to make sure when they're saying law, it is accurate
yeah.
because people take it as gospel.
Yeah. But I
You know,
feel like that's also have to do with slavery too, because it's like if we were slaves and all we showed white people that black people are slaves, and that's all they know. So if you put it in the books that we were slaves, they're gonna look at us as slaves. And in 2022, they finally give us the opportunity to be more than slaves. And okay, now they're not slaves no more. Who are they? Honestly, this is the first time in a long time that black people have actually gotten a chance to be something besides a slave. When you really think about it, we've been slaves at work, we've been slaves in everything, like for real, because you're slaving at work when you go into a job that you don't want to go to every day. So
yeah.
it's like we are finding ourselves as a whole right now, I think, as a black whole. And we're finally saying, like, we don't want to slave no more. I don't want to be that slave that just go to work all day and come home and pay my bills. I don't want to be that slave. I want to be who I am. You want to be you want to be a creative. I want to be who I want to be, and that person wants to be who they want to be. That person wants to be an author, or this person
Right.
wants to be a flight attendant or something like that. Like we don't want to be the slaves anymore because that's who we've been, and so they don't know because we just been slaving the whole time, and now we're stepping out to be like, okay, we want to be more, and I hopefully the world is changing. Evil will still always be out there, but shoot, I'm gonna just be myself, and I guess that won't be one person that's gonna be a change, just like Rosa was that one person back then. So, yeah,
Well, it takes all it takes is one. People don't. I think like anything else in life, it doesn't take 10 people. It's just that, like you said, that one person, you being who you are is affecting your family, it's affecting your friends, because they're looking at you and thinking, oh, I never even knew I could do that. I never even, oh, you're opening up a world to them. And I look at, I started writing a few years ago, about 5 years ago. Now, my nephew has a book. My books are primarily children's. I know. My nephew has a book. My son has a book. We have so many people that have in our family now that are authors, and but they all came after that book I wrote came out. Then all of a sudden these other books start flowing. But I realized because I opened up them, that they look at me, it's like, wait a minute, she's a grandmother, and if she can write a book, I know I can write a book type thing. Exactly. And just like what you're doing, you're paving the way for other people in your family to say, if she can do it, I can do it. And though we may not look at it like that way, it affects, not, like I said, it's not just us. It's bigger than that. Yeah. Because other people are looking at you and saying, wow, she's young and she's working in this industry. And they may ask you how to get in, they may not, but they're still watching and I think praying for you, praying for your success, praying that you go for it. Thank you. Now, have you ever considered directing?
I've considered being a director of photography. Yeah, I've done that a few times. Yeah, so that'd be cool. I would do that.
Okay.
Yeah, people have like some producers have called me to be director of photography for some things, and so I actually can I talk about that? Well, yeah, because I'm not gonna say the name. I DP'd a portion of a feature with Lou Gossett this year.
Did you?
Mm-hmm. And I don't know when that's coming out, but yeah, it looks amazing, and so I'm excited about that.
Oh, yeah. Good. Please let me know.
Okay.
Yeah. Because you're meeting us, the star. That's definitely an A-lister.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's good. Exactly. You're just moving up those realms in that world. Mm-hmm. All right. Yes, because and then so DP is director of photography.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. That's what
like the DP. Oh yeah, the DP is the director of photography and director. They go hand in hand though. They're like buddies on set because the director tells the vision and the DP creates the vision in the frame in the camera on set, and so they're literally working like this all day. Yeah.
Right now, I know when I watch credits, it was so interesting. I've been watching credits for years. Can you believe? Never knew one name, not one.
Really?
I would always at the end watch to see the writer, the director, the producer, and not for any particular reason. I don't know why. I still I've been doing it that's my way of honoring the people behind the scenes. I think is to just when credits roll, my husband always say, "Why do you watch the credits like you know somebody up there?"
Because she getting herself ready. She writing her name up, envisioning it. She's seen it. She's seen it. Mary,
but I didn't know. But now my name will be up there. Isn't that something?
Oh, yeah, right. Look, now you can pause and be like, "That's me right there. That's me."
It is so funny. I realized, and then we were at the NAACP Awards. We're 60 miles from them, so we've been there before, and that's where I saw Issa Rae, the last awards we went to. Ava DuVernay. Who else did I meet? I met Tiffany Haddish. Some I could see, some I could meet. It just depends on where they were in that. And I remember thinking, one of these days, you know what? They're gonna be calling your name up here. And I don't even know what capacity just yet. But maybe as a writer.
Maybe.
Yeah.
He'll give you a right
I'm thinking about trying to come up with a couple of thrillers too. So we'll see. But I've been but right now I'm writing Christmas movies.
Okay. So I'm gonna see you on Lifetime next year then.
I know it should
Lifetime.
Be.
Hey man, you never know what the Lord can do. You can be right. Just start writing today. That thing can be on Lifetime. And what month are we in? June. 6 months. You never know.
July. It probably wouldn't be until 2023. At the problem. I'm thinking that would be the earliest. But you know what I've learned? You never can tell.
You never could tell. It could be on Lifetime next month.
Wow.
You never know. Just keep doing it. You never know, honestly. Keep telling people what you do. You never know. You never know who's watching right now that said, "Oh, I want to fund your movie."
Yes.
For real. You never know what the Lord can do. You back. Hey, see it.
Please call me.
For real. For
'Cause
real. Yeah.
we will. The email goes out. It'll say, for those of you on the email list, it'll say, "Can you keep a secret?" When you see the email that says, "Can you?" Because I know people can't keep a secret. So, so when it says, "Can you keep a secret?" That's when you know we're looking for investors for the movie. But we have some more comments on here, and they are before we. I don't want to end. I want to make sure we get them in. Linda says, "Love your guest, Ruby Spirit." I know, isn't she wonderful, Linda? She is wisdom. That's what she said. Yeah, I'm telling you, from the second we met, there was a connection. So
Yeah, for real. Yeah, it was.
and then Gwendolyn says, I learned something new about American history via Black history almost daily. So much of our history informs us of who we are today. It's deep, and we must not neglect our history. I did know about Crispus Attucks through the Stevie Wonder song. Oh, through that's how good.
That's it. Hey, that's that. Literally, that's a prime example. You said the show, and now she knew about to do a song. So
See,
yeah.
you never know. I tell you. Well, I know too. We're getting near near the end, and I want to give you a chance to, if you have any final words to give this wonderful audience. And audience, thank you, because your comments. I try my best to make sure they all get on, and that we give you the accolades for them, because this wonderful young lady, you're going to see her name. Well, you will on quite a few as the DP for or ADP, right? It's a
Either DP, steady cam operator, or first AC.
okay, first AC. Okay. On productions coming, I think on BET and other productions too, right?
Yeah, like BT, Lifetime, VH1, MTV, All Black, the new network coming out. Um, there's another network coming out too, but I don't think I can say that. I don't know if they announced it, but yeah, some places. And so yeah.
All right, all right. Well, I tell you, what would your words to anyone even remotely interested in the industry?
Find Jesus.
All right.
That's it. Find Jesus, man. For real.
I love it.
For real. You gotta be a light. That's all I try to be. Find Jesus. For real. That's my only advice. He'll get you there. For real.
I love it.
For real.
I love it. Well, we want to thank you for coming on today. I know that you're a busy lady, but you took time out of your day to encourage someone, whether it be this field or any field. The key, and I agree with you I definitely agree finding Jesus, but I think you have to start somewhere.
Yeah, start somewhere. Yeah.
You can't just keep saying, I want to do it. I want to do it. You got to get in there. Like you said, you have to start off usually doing it for free.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So willing to do it for free until you learn your craft and learn. And it does take time. It's not an overnight success thing. So just know that lays them. And I'm going to say, Kevin Hart, I read somewhere, he said he thanked all the comedians that quit. No, he
Why?
did. He said, because all of you quit, now they could see me. Think about that.
And you never know what Kevin been through.
I know.
You never know.
So he's been through hard times, living in his car, the homeless. He's been through all of it.
Mm-hmm.
But he said, because people quit, now the people that were looking for a comedian, they could see me now because you moved out the way, because you gave up on your dream. Now I can get my dream through. I think he succeeded.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's for sure. So we want to thank you again. I am the host of the Mary D Show. The executive producer is Oliver Welch, who's my husband, and he thanks you also for being on the show today. We wish you the best, Ruby, and all that you do, which I have no doubt after what I saw in Miami, you're going to be just fine.
I'm excited.
Oh, my goodness. We have a couple of more comments before we get going. Hold on. I'm trying to get them all in. We have Faye. She says, she is awesome. She said, I came to the end, but she is it. And then we have Janetta, who said she sends hearts and love. And we have Doug, who says, this is an inspirational young woman, wishing you much success. Angelica Ruby Collins. All right. Well, we want to tell you thank you, thank you, thank you. We appreciate you for being here today. And thank you, audience, for being here today. God bless each and every one of you. And we'll be back next Monday.
All right, y'all. Follow your heart. And no matter what, just do what you love, no matter what anybody says.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Take care, everybody.
All right, y'all. Y'all be blessed.